Ever get that feeling about a place, like it's just off somehow? Yeah, like something's hidden there, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's what we're diving into today, a place that takes that feeling and just explodes it. This bridge.
A
Yeah,
bridge.
totally normal looking bridge near the Corbett Museum, but let me tell you, the stories about this place will have you questioning reality.
That's a bold claim. I'm intrigued.
Trust me on this one. This bridge is straight up unsettling. And it all starts with a truck driver back in '78, Hariram Singh.
What?
Well, his story is the kind that just stays with you. He claimed he crossed this same bridge 6 times in a row.
6 times.
Yeah, it's a short bridge too, only like 200 meters. But here's the thing. His truck's logbook showed 87 kilometers traveled.
Wait, so he drove 87 kilometers while staying on a 200-meter bridge? How is that even possible?
Right, it's like space and distance just stopped working.
And it gets weirder.
Oh yeah, it gets much weirder.
He described the river under the bridge changing as he drove, like it was morphing right in front of him.
Morphing how?
He said the water turned to blood, and then it drained away, completely revealing a riverbed full of skeletons.
Skeletons.
Yeah, full-on bone-chilling skeletons.
That's creepy. What happened to the truck?
Well, they found it standing upright, like completely vertical against one of the bridge's pillars.
Vertically?
Yeah. Imagine this huge truck just balancing on its end. Tires still spinning, but the engine ice cold.
How does a truck even end up like that?
Exactly. It's like something just plucked it out of reality and stuck it there for fun.
Okay, so we've got a truck driver seemingly traveling an impossible distance through a shifting landscape that ends with his truck defying gravity. Where do we even go from here?
Deeper.
Deeper.
Yeah. Singh's story might seem like a one-off, but there are whispers, historical documents that suggest something has always been wrong with this bridge.
Okay, I am officially spooked. Tell me more.
Well, there's this British memo from 1932 when they were building the bridge.
1932. That's almost 100 years before Singh's encounter.
Right. And this memo is full of red flags.
Like what?
Well, it talks about how the local shamans were totally against building the bridge.
Why?
They said the bridge was being built on a temporal fault line, like some kind of rift in space and time.
A temporal fault line.
Yeah, they basically said the fabric of reality was unstable there.
And the British just ignored them.
Pretty much. They dismissed it as superstition, but then things started to get really bad during construction.
What happened?
People started disappearing. Laborers vanished without a trace.
How many?
150 men just gone, poof.
150. That's not just a few missing persons. That's a mass disappearance.
And get this, no bodies were ever found.
They just vanish.
Yeah, it's like the bridge just swallowed them whole.
Okay, that is seriously disturbing.
It gets stranger.
Stranger. How?
Some of the original bricks they used to build the bridge had these markings on them. Reversed Sanskrit.
Reverse Sanskrit.
Yeah, like someone took sacred writing and flipped it, almost like a deliberate perversion.
So they found these bricks, and then what?
Covered them up.
Covered them up. Why?
They encased the marked bricks in concrete like they were trying to hide something.
Hide something.
Yeah, like whatever those reversed Sanskrit markings represented, they didn't want anyone to see them.
Okay, this is getting creepy. Seriously creepy.
And there's more. The chief engineer, the guy in charge of building the bridge, he kept a diary.
And
Well, his last entry is chilling. He describes seeing himself standing on the other side of the bridge waving,
okay, that's a little strange, but
but he also saw himself holding a noose.
a noose.
Yeah, it's like a premonition, a vision of his own death.
So what happened?
He hanged himself from the central beam of the bridge.
Oh God, this bridge is like a magnet for tragedy.
Right, it's like it messes with people's minds, warps their perception.
And the creepiest part? These strange occurrences haven't stopped. It's still happening.
That's right. In 2015, a couple, Rahul and Priya, they got caught in the bridge's loop.
The loop.
Yeah, they drove across the bridge 11 times but couldn't get off it. Kept ending up back at the start.
11 times.
Yeah. And Priya was smart. She was recording their GPS data.
And what did it show?
Their latitude flipped to negative. It was like they were in an impossible location.
Okay, that's just bizarre. What else?
Their car clock started running backward.
Running backward like time was going in reverse.
Exactly. And then there's the rear view camera footage.
What did they see?
Themselves.
Driving towards them.
Their own car. Coming at them head on.
Yeah. Imagine seeing that in your rear view mirror.
That's terrifying.
Their last message before they disappeared was, "The white woman is in the back seat now. She says we need 13 laps."
The white woman. Who is that?
Hmm.
And 13 lamps. That sounds ominous.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then in 2020, there's the case of Mohammed Iqbal, a taxi driver.
What happened to him?
He picked up a fare to cross the bridge. A late-night ride.
But his ride-sharing app showed the trip as completed. 5-star rating payment processed.
So everything seemed normal.
On the app, yeah. But there was no passenger.
A ghost ride.
A digital ghost ride. And guess what?
What?
They found Iqbal's body inside one of the bridge's support pillars.
No way.
Yeah. And his body was covered in tally marks. The same number as the laps people reported driving on the bridge.
Like the bridge was keeping track of its victims.
It's a chilling thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this brings us to one of the most frightening aspects of the bridge, the counting woman.
The counting woman.
Yeah. She described as a woman in Victorian-era clothing, always wearing white.
Always wearing white. That reminds me of, didn't someone jump off that bridge a long time ago?
You're thinking of Eliza Carter. She committed suicide back in the late 1800s. And yeah, that's part of what makes the counting woman so creepy. She's dressed just like Eliza.
So this counting woman, what does she do?
She's always seen holding a brass clicker, the kind used for counting, and she clicks it constantly.
And she just appears to people on the bridge.
Yeah. And get this, her mouth is sewn shut with wire, thick iron wire.
Sewn shut. That's horrifying.
But if you roll down your window, you can hear her voice. But it's not really a voice, it's more like gears grinding. She counts 4, 5, 6 over and over.
That's so creepy.
And it gets worse with every lap. She gets closer, more solid, like the line between worlds is thinning.
And what happens if you complete 13 laps?
Your car vanishes, becomes part of the bridge, another ghost vehicle in its twisted reality.
Okay, this is all terrifying, but is there any way to explain this scientifically? Like, is anyone even looking into this?
Some researchers from MIT tried.
Yeah.
And our findings were pretty wild.
What did they find?
They think the bridge exists in 7 different time layers all at once. Like the past, present, and future are overlapping there.
7 different time layers. How is that even possible?
They also detected some crazy strong EM fields around the bridge. They think these fields are warping space-time, creating a Mobius strip. You know that twisted loop where the inside becomes the outside?
Yeah, I think I get it. So time itself is looping on the bridge.
Exactly. And they even got photographic evidence, long exposure shots that showed ghost cars from different eras all driving on the bridge at the same time.
Wow. So the MIT team are really onto something. What happened to them?
Well, their lead physicist, Dr. Chen, he disappeared.
Disappeared.
Yeah, vanished without a trace during one of his experiments on the bridge.
Oh, no. Did they find anything?
Just his voice recorder. And his last words were, "The bricks are breathing." Oh, God, their teeth.
The bricks are breathing. Their teeth. What does that even mean?
No one knows. But it's clearly not good.
Okay, so if someone finds themselves on this bridge, is there any way to escape the loop?
There's some advice floating around, more like superstition than anything else, but people claim it works.
What is it?
First, shift into neutral. Supposedly, it disrupts the bridge's hold on you.
Okay.
Then throw salt or coins out the windows. Maybe it distracts that counting woman, breaks her concentration.
Salt and coins, got it. Anything else?
Play the Gayatri mantra as loud as you can. Some say the vibrations fight off the negative energy.
Interesting. What shouldn't you do?
Whatever you do, don't look in the rearview mirror.
Why not?
People say you see your own corpse driving the car.
Nope, not doing that.
Also, don't accept help from anyone else on the bridge. They're probably trapped too.
Makes sense.
And most importantly, avoid completing 13 laps at all costs.
13 laps is the point of no return.
Yeah, that's when the bridge claims you forever.
So basically just don't go anywhere near this bridge, right?
Probably a good idea.
But this bridge, it keeps changing, doesn't it? Like the story isn't over yet.
You're right. Things have been happening even since 2020.
Like what?
Well, for one, the bridge is growing.
Growing.
Yeah, it's getting longer by about 3 centimeters every year.
But there's no construction going on, right?
Nope. It's like the bridge itself is alive somehow.
That's freaky. What else? Check this out on satellite images and Google Maps. The bridge is a perfect circle. A circle?
Yeah. It's like the loop is manifesting in the digital world, too.
So even our technology is being affected by this bridge.
It seems that way. And there are new signs popping up near the bridge.
New sign.
Not official ones. Hand-painted signs with warnings written in Sanskrit.
What do they say?
Turn back? Well, you still can count your fingers. Pretty ominous, right?
Yeah, that's not something you want to see on a late-night drive.
Definitely not. But here's the thing that really blew my mind.
What is it?
I got my hands on the original blueprints for the bridge. The 1932 plans.
Yeah.
There's a 13th support pillar in the design, a hidden one that was never actually built.
13th pillar.
Yeah. And get this, recent seismic scans have detected something strange right where that pillar should be.
Strange how?
They're picking up rhythmic pulses, like heartbeats.
Heartbeats under the bridge.
Yeah. In the exact spot where the 13th pillar was supposed to be.
So what does it mean? What is this bridge hiding? I guess we'll have to wait for the next chapter in this terrifying story to unfold.
And who knows what fresh horrors that might bring.
Until then, stay safe out there, and whatever you do, avoid bridges, especially ones that seem a little too quiet.
Especially quiet ones.